Jana Show. And as we gathered in the previous episodes, that Anshu Khare is helping the youth and their parents, both of them, to bring up better youths for tomorrow. And we would like to know, Anshu, today that why did you even think of this field? First of all, we would like to know that coming from the corporate background, what made you feel that you need to uh, specifically cater to this field?
Thanks, Jyoti, to welcome me to the show. And your question regarding why I chose this field coming from the IT background, and this sounds very much different and unlike me. But you know what? The corporate background has given me a kind of a platform where I know people in this corporate world who were much capable of doing what they can really in their restricted profile, roles, and boundaries. You know, it's a good thing to be in the corporate world. You get to explore a lot of things, but the hindsight of it is that the other people are really able to gauge what you're capable of and your core skills. But it's not about the projection of your skills. It's about how you manage your product and your customers well, because everything you drive over there is based out of your customer needs and customer satisfaction. Employee satisfaction is a different thing out there, but yes, there are different programs aligned, and there's a different field altogether which doesn't comes out that easily outside of the corporate world or outside of your company. That's like your colleagues knows you, what you're capable of, your skills, and they get appreciated also. I don't say that. But yes, understanding those skills and capabilities from the perspective of those adults. And when I actually evaluate as a youth, if a person who's in his 20s or in his teens, then it really makes sense for that person to pursue what he or she brings along, from within. And skills are those abilities which you are gifted with. You can practice it and become proficient, but it is inside of you. It's a part of you. And that's where this program, Expo Xpression, is designed, where people out there, they can burn out the bridge of self-doubt or self-limiting beliefs. And, they can focus on self-forgiveness first and bring more of optimism. And when I say self-forgiveness, we are tuned to a kind of a behavior where we expect from ourselves what other people are expecting from us. So say, for example, if being parent, I have decided some career for my son or my children, and if I have a kind of an inclination that he or she, goes and venture out that kind of a profession or a skill, then there's some amount of orientation which a child gets from their parent. And that's where I think things happen in confusion in the mind of the youth and not according to what they like. Why? Because there is an unknown compulsion of your expectation which gets onto them. And that's where they keep on feeling that they have to fulfill the expectation of their parents, expectation of people whom they really love. And that's why they don't forgive themselves and they keep on doing, or maybe if they want to do something which is according to their skills or ability, they keep feeling that they've done something wrong. But yes, to bring them out of that feeling of self-doubt or self-limiting belief or some kind of a guilt, they have to really forgive themselves and be on a path of optimism where they can really serve the society in a better way. So to answer you in another way, if I have to really highlight on the vision of Expo Xpression, it's three main pillars. One is explore. So you give a chance to your child or the people who are youth or in their teens to explore what they're capable of, because they sometimes suppress it. Then you express. So when you get that kind of an environment where you could express what you have within you, it's a kind of a freedom, a kind of a free environment where they have hands-on practice of what they are capable of and doing that practically and emulate. That means to repeat, to keep on doing what you are good at, so that they can add value to the society in a free and independent manner. And that's why my mission also is to transform 10 million youth, who are like preteen or teens, and give them a kind of a platform through proven techniques and personal coaching where, it brings transformation altogether in the lives of the youth.
That's huge, and that's really brave of you to take up a mission like this in your life and for a good cause. That's really, really amazing, and I wish you all the best in your journey for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Anshu. Then who are all your audience? Who are your audience, and to whom you are doing all these things?
See, I am open, and I understand sometimes parents also never get a chance in their time to explore their skills, and I'm openly inviting them as well. But if you are a parent and if you are searching for a formula, something like boost is the secret of my energy for your child, then I think this is the place to be, because here you will get a chance and a formula to give your child the ability to express himself or herself and bring out that skills which were a part of them, but we unknowingly have not explored or given them a chance to explore themselves in a better way. So then, yeah, I really invite kids of the age of 8 to the teens, maybe starting from 14 onwards, to really come and join my program and get benefited. And with that, I really invite parents, because it's important for parents to really understand what we offer. And it's a whole series of, program where we give level by level information and see that kind of a transformation within a child. And as a parent also, you will see a kind of a change in you, because yes, we only bring and press those expectations unknowingly on our child, but then yes, in a better way we can also contribute. If in case you have a chance to join my program, please do come and enroll yourself too. That's what I have to say, Anusha, if you ask me about the audience.
Okay, yeah, I got the clarity. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Great. So, Anshu, how does the overall plan looks like? I mean, I'm sure this is going to be kind of a session-based, so somebody has to commit some time with you. Maybe it's a daily practice or weekly practice. How is it going to be look like for our audience?
See, it's of course a time-bound program where we provide different level. And when we say we provide different level, it's like up to the parents how in detail they want to go with us. So first set is like, say for example, if as a parent you don't know what is wrong, or we don't know if we have those issues within us or within our child or not, because behavior is something, it gradually and seamlessly becomes a part of us, So if in case you feel that you are not able to identify that behavior, but in a way you have seen that behavior is impacting a lot of different things in your work, in your studies, or in anything which you are aspire for, then I think you come and join us on the level 1, where we give a kind of an understanding where we explore together, sitting with you, talking and drilling deep in all the inputs, all the factors which has contributed to bringing that situation on. And to be very honest, we don't go around fixing everything, because fixing is never our core job. You cannot fix anything, because we are human. We are humans, and we are dealing with human beings. We are not machines. So we need to really understand and give that kind of a time frame where we want to leave few things and or we have to leave and live with those things, plus additionally focusing on few things which are positive in nature and pressing more into those positive detailing of an individual, where we can explore more through those kind of positive behaviors from an individual. What I'm trying to say is specifically is that explore, express, and emulate. So wherever we see that positive expression or skills which a child has, or a youth or a teen has, then we go around just nailing down on the positive side of them and not actually delving on the negative aspects, because the more detail you go into the negative aspect, the more it will bring negativity. So sometimes if it is a part of you, we'll just ignore that and emphasize on the positive aspects and bring more of your skills which are, helping you to be what you want to be. And that's where our second level comes into play. And third level is all about, bringing a new you, basically a new avatar of you as a youth, and which is very transformational, which is very positive in terms of your own aspirations and how you can contribute in an effective way to the society. So yes, it has a varied timeline. We do not fix it, because as an individual, we do have different set of challenges, and we don't want to just close or limit it through the time interval wall. But yes, of course, on a higher level, there is a maximum limit up till when we really handhold and see those results positively and effectively in our client.
Great. So if my understanding is correct, so you will be identifying and prioritizing some of the aspects which you will be working, which will have the higher impact than the smaller ones.
Correct. So as an impact, if you will ask me, Nirav, see, there are few things as in human psychology. When I talk about, it's a very sensitive thing, sometimes you cannot leave whatever negative thought or beliefs, and you have to go deep inside. Sometimes even, you talking and getting those disbeliefs or misbeliefs or negative circumstances or whatever has happened in the past cannot be erased completely. So what we do is we just leave it as it is, because time is a great healer, and you just focus on the positive aspects. So when you focus on the positive aspects, when you keep on talking about what skills they have, what they can do in a better way, exploring their own skills, that's how I think our program is designed. So leave aside the things which they cannot leave. Don't press them. They are human beings. It cannot be fixed. They are not machine. And just go ahead with your thought process, which is very positive, which you see positive in that.
Sure, totally, it makes sense. I think if you work only on the positive side, the person, whoever you're dealing with, will always focus on the positive side, so which is great. So another question I would like to ask here, and maybe it's a kind of a secret which you can reveal. If somebody has to identify, would you be able to share some kind of a symptoms that a person or a parent can see in their child, and they realize, okay, so I need, this is where Anshu was talking about, and I think this is the time I should consult with her?
Yeah, and I think this question is very right when it comes to your teenage or people, whoever are in their preteens or teens as well. Because you might have seen sometimes the kid is sitting silently, not actually being vocal. Those are the times where you as a parent had to really go to them, approach them and ask what has happened. If it is one odd instance, that's okay. They also need their own time. But then if it is a kind of a regular habit or a kind of pattern you see in your child, then I think it should raise an alarm. But right now, why we come in picture is, Nirav, because in today's world, the parents have lesser time. Everybody in every house you see, both the parents are working. And even if they are not working, at least one parent is going out and the other has a lot of stuff in hand to be done. And I urge the parents to really bring their child. And I don't see that, this program is only when you have problem or some problem. No, it's not about problem. It's about bring them and let's explore together what they are capable of. So I'm not saying that we are some kind of a banner which is actually looking for people who have a lot of problems with them. No, it's not about problem. It's sometimes exploration of skills together as well. But yes, as you rightly said, to your question, if you see these kind of patterns, if you see that your child is talented and is capable of doing much more, but because of some competition or peer pressure, they just keep themselves away, or some kind of words which are used like extrovert or introvert. So even if you see as a child the tendency to take himself or herself back of his or her opinion when they know that they are right, but they don't want to voice out, then I think it is a time to really join this group, because I want youth to bridge their abilities by being communicative, not just to them, first to themselves, to the others, and to their parents. And that's how they will add value to the society.
That's great. And thank you so much, Anshu, for sharing this. And I think with your answering, there are a lot of doubts which our audience might have has got cleared. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Nurul.
Thank you for sharing all these views, Anshu, and definitely very, very informative input you've given today. And this is very nice way, Anshu, the way you're saying, you're gradually taking, the students, the youth and the elders, on a different level. And it's a very gentle and a smooth way to take them up along the journey, and which doesn't really aggravates the youth also in a way, and because you're taking care of that part also, so that and you're building up that gap, which is in generations what we see, which in generations to come, and at the present moment also there is a big gap which has built up. So you're bridging up that, which is awesome, and in a very subtle manner, which is excellent. And
Jyoti, what this gap you're talking about, which is a kind of a communication gap, and as in society from where we come, it's always thought of that when a child starts speaking affirmatively, and I'm not saying out of disrespect, affirmatively, it's a kind of a sign that a child is disobeying. Please, as parents, I would really urge the parents that don't feel that way. Don't, stop your child from voicing out what his or her ideology or thought is. And that's where, when you say that we are a group which, bridges that communication, is only possible when the parents allow their children to really talk about what they feel, each and every aspect of their life. So from there it begins.
Yes, that's the most tender age, you need to take care of. And yes, and that is the time when you make them understand, then the journey becomes very smooth for the rest of their lives. Super. So thank you so much, Anshu. It's